What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel, and for those who don't know me, I'm Leticia. Hopefully that was the right way. But today's video is going to be how to beat your face part 4, and it's going to be all about doing your brows. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is part of a series. I'm doing makeup tutorials for beginners, so go check out those other videos if you haven't already. But I got this one requested, and so hopefully this helps. I'm going to be showing you guys 3 different ways on doing your brows. Okay, so first with a powder, then with a pencil, and then with a pomade. And the reason why I'm doing it in that order is because that's from the most natural look to the most like Instagram brow not natural look, which is, you know, kind of like this. Obviously my eyebrows aren't just like this filled in and this dark all the time, but I like it like that. And another tip, just so you guys know, if you like don't know how to shape your eyebrow or if you want to reshape it, this is something that I heard. If you get like a pencil or just like anything like this, and you go from the edge of your nose through the middle of your eye, like the middle of your pupil, then that's where the arch of your brow should be. So yeah, looks right about there for me. And then if you go from your nose to the outer edge of your corner, to the outer edge of your eye, to the outer corner of your eye, then that's where your tail should end. Now obviously it's your brows, you can make them end where you want, you can make your arch where you want, but if you want to just like a basic guideline, then hopefully that'll help you. And also when it comes to choosing color, there's really 2 things it depends on. The first obviously is what color your hair is. Like right now my hair is mostly all dark because that's just my natural hair, and so I do dark brown for my eyebrows. But when I had a lot of blonde hair, I would do like a lighter brown, like a medium brown, just because it looked kind of weird if my eyebrows were like bam, super dark, and then my hair is super light. The second thing it depends on is you can just do whatever color you want. Seriously, whatever you want, you can do. Like you can go to Ulta and you could try different colors. I know for blondes, there's like a taupe color, and I have some friends that have red hair and they just use like a light brown, and somehow it just looks like magically like the same color as their hair. Like it just matches them perfect. So, and like the Ulta girls, or I mean you could go somewhere else, but this is where I went. They can help you, but don't always just think that like what they say is 100%, because I've gone and they were like, oh, this color is for you, and I was like, no, but I like using this color right now. And they're like, but this should be your color, and I was like, no, watch. And I put on some of the tester. They're like, wow, that actually looks really good. And I was like, yeah, that's what I thought. It's because it's my brows. I know what I want. So you can go based off your hair, or you can just do whatever you want, but you just kind of want it to generally look the same, but you guys will figure it out. All right, so let's get started. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna be using an Anastasia brow brush. Comes with a spoolie at the bottom. So basically the spoolie is so you can, you know, brush your eyebrows. And if they're too long, like when you brush them up, and if they go way past like the top of your eyebrow, then you should just trim them. Trim them a little bit. But I mean, if you want a fluffy brow, then don't trim them. It's up to you, it's your brow. And then I don't have brow powder, so I'm just gonna use this light brown shade for my inner corner. And I'm just gonna start by outlining the bottom. I'm gonna go in with this darker color now for the middle and the end. Do you see the difference between this one and this one? Alright, and for the pencil, we're going to use this Precisely Me Brow. Oh, so Precisely My Brow Pencil. Sorry, that's what it's called. But I'm in the shade 5. And I know it looks weird like this when my friend's like, it looks like a dental tool, you know? I'm like, it kind of does. So on this pointy side, that's where the actual little pencil part is, and it just rolls right out like that. And then on this side, it has a spoolie, so you can you know, brush your brows, and it's also going to help soften the lines. So with this, what's nice is you can make little fake looking hair strokes. But I also am just going to outline the bottom really lightly. Now you want to brush your brow hairs down because it's going to show you the areas that are more sparse and that just need a little bit more love. So you see how like it's kind of messy looking, especially when you spoolie it out. It's not like super noticeable, but it leaves a little bit of brown on the outer edges of your eyebrow where you don't want it. So we're going to clean that all up. But first I'm going to put some brow gel. And then to carve out my brows, I'm going to use a little flat end brush like this. And you can get some concealer, or I usually just use my foundation so that it's not like super light around my, you know, around my eyebrows, and like everywhere else is just normal color. So I just dip it into a little bit of foundation, and then I just go underneath. And I go on the top. And I know other people have like another little blending brush to blend this part out, but I don't have a brush like that, so I just drag it down. And then I kind of just blend it with my finger. So this is why I usually do my brows before I do my eyeshadow, because can you see how that would be problematic if I'm blending down this and it's like I'd be smearing my eyeshadow. But this is called carving out your brows, and it just makes it look extra clean and like precise. So this is the side with the brow pencil, obviously. This is the side with nothing. Alright, and last but not least, my favorite brow product is by Anastasia Beverly Hills. Here we go, right side up. This is a pomade. They make, you know, powders, and they do make pencils, but my favorite is the pomade. And it's because, well, let me show you what it looks like on the inside. It's kind of like a little paint pot looking thing, but this really gives you like a clean, thick look, and especially if you like have really thin brows, or if you're just missing hair in some spots and like a powder just like won't really make it up, this is gonna make it up. This is gonna really fill in the spots where there are, like where there is no hair. So just like with the other brush, this one is just a flat angle brush. I think it's a little bit thinner. It's from MAC. I think the number is 235. And you want to be really, really, really light-handed when you like dip into this, because the first time I got it, I like dipped into it and I put it on, I'm like, whoa, that's like really dark and really thick. Like, I don't want caterpillar eyebrows. I don't want them to look like huge blocks. Maybe some people think they still look blocky, but I like it. But you can just literally just tap, just so slightly, just tap it, or like even drag it a little bit, but so slight, because it's gonna take a lot. So with this one, instead of starting on the inner corner, I actually start on the end, just because that's where I need it the most, and that's where it's gonna come out the darkest, because I just applied it. And so starting from the tail, and then I just work my way in towards the front of my brow, as like, because now I have a lot less product on the brush. And so, because I don't want my whole brow dark, I want it a little bit lighter in this area, and then a little bit darker. Actually, I want it really dark in the end. What you could do, I used to do this a lot, is if you push down on this too hard, you can just like wipe off a little bit on your hand, or you could do a first stroke on the inside of here. So like my old one, this whole thing was brown because I would just like dip it in and then I'd do the first stroke on here, so it wouldn't come out so dark on my own brow. You can really make your brows any shape you want to with the pomade. Seriously. Then I'm gonna put on the brow gel again. If you're wondering why I'm using brow gel, like, you know, it's just because now that the brow is like colored in, you know, my hairs, they might, I don't know how often this would happen, but it might like move out of the lines, I guess you could say, or, you know, you could tell a brow would be out of place. But this just makes it look a lot more, I don't know, just makes it look more all put together, I guess you could say. Now I'm gonna go in and carve them out just like before. Alright, can you see the difference now with the pomade? This side's with the pomade, obviously, and this side is without anything. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do this other brow now to finish it off. Alright, and that's the finished look. So I know it's kind of all the same, but I just wanted to show you guys in case you just were curious what the difference looked like, or if there was a difference. I guess you guys can decide that for yourself. I would just say there's definitely a difference between the pomade and the powder, but between like the pencil and the pomade, it's almost the same. But yeah, so let me know if this was helpful, or if you guys have any other brow tricks, because I'm not a brow professional. I definitely want to step my game up a lot, but this is just what I've been doing, what I've been practicing, what I've seen other people do. So make sure you give this a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, then subscribe to my channel. Seriously, I'm gonna be doing so many more videos. I love to take requests. But anyways, thanks for watching. Bye guys.